watching Grassroots Community TV, Channel 12, Aspen, leaders in the riffraff movement since 1971.
Oh, we're the men who ski this country, we're the men who love our snow. From Aspen to Sun Valley and farther east to Stowe, we're the men who clear the ski trails and we built those friendly bars that make this land of ski the all-time sport of ours. It happened in Sun Valley not too long ago when I caught an inside edge in all that powdered snow. As I left old Baldy and went screaming through the trees, I wondered just what things I'd break beside my metal skis. We're the men who ski this country.
Some people are not concerned with technique or racing. They just want to get out into the snowy outdoors for fun and for exercise. And these people enjoy themselves just as much as any other skiers.
Nice transition. That was a great opening. that really captured the audience there.
Some people need to really think about how they're going to stand.
Get up on their skis.
Yeah.
But if you don't know how to ski, if you don't know how to get up on skis, which is what this show's about, is
getting it up.
What we're asking is, so you'd like to ski?
So,
do you think that woman would like to ski?
I don't know anymore. Before, she had the idea, hey, I think I'd like to ski.
I think it was somebody else's idea.
Well, skiing should be easier than, like, parachuting.
That was a little clip from the from Skiing Toward the Olympics, which is a 1960 film by Dr. Frank Howard, thanks to the Western Ski and Sport Museum. And we'll be seeing quite a bit more of Dr. Howard ski films.
What exactly does that mean, skiing towards the Olympics?
Skiing toward the Olympics.
Does that mean like, you're trying to get to the Olympics, or like, or you're skiing in the general direction?
I think what Dr. Howard was thinking was that the Olympics were coming up in Squaw Valley. And so Skiing Toward the Olympics is a movie about the history of skiing.
Okay.
So it's sort of like skiing toward the Olympics. This is how we got here. This is where we're going. Like this is how we got here.
Huh.
And actually we're going to go through a whole sort of like the whole process of how do you what is skiing? How do you so you want to ski?
Yeah.
And what's that going to take? And do you really want to do this? There's folks out there watching that came to Aspen and the Roaring Fork Valley, and because somebody else's idea.
Man. Oh,
drag them.
Jeez, it's not
Dragon.
It's not the Aspen Physics preview.
Yeah, Aspen Physics.
I apologize
preview.
though. I'm supposed to power through that type of stuff.
Yeah, you are. We're supposed to ignore.
Carry on.
Ignore the incompetence of the crew.
Who's that guy?
We'll just go right through it.
Who's that guy?
Just go right through it. There's some guy running around. Okay, so anyway, we're going to be talking about.
Okay,
so I think there's a bit of a question. There's a bit of a question of so you want to ski, and there's a lot to it. There is an investment. There's the clothing, which I think we start off right away with is
fashion.
Is the fashion. What kind of pants do I get if I want to ski? What kind of what are those poles for? I think we're going to come back to the pole thing a lot because the poles seem like there's no other sport except pole vaulting, I think. Javelin has a pole.
One pole.
Good, one pole. I think we're going to see different
fencing.
What you do with poles is part of this show. So maybe we should look at the first film, which is indeed So You'd Like to Ski.
Hey, look at that.
So you'd like to ski.
Oh wow, man.
What do we do? We're surfing here. We're digitally surfing.
We're in the matrix.
We've
attained.
But we're back. We're back
We're out of the
wherever we are
matrix.
here.
This guy.
And so you'd like to ski, 1953, Dr. Frank Howard, and what's there?
Where's?
Yeah, we can listen to the beginning of this. Actually, we want to hear what it takes to get started skiing. Is that loud? Yeah, it's good.
Look at that jump cut.
He's gone to the sporting goods store here.
So you like to ski? Well, first we'll take your waist measurement and pick out a good pair of trousers for you.
Trousers. You need
It
trousers.
sounds like he's asking him to join the
Let's see
FBI.
what we have in stock.
Yeah, well,
Gabardine,
it
yes,
is a
that's
secret
very nice
club,
black
skiers.
gabardine.
Black gabardine.
Let's see in this
Can't
box.
find black
These
gabardine
are
anymore,
new.
I don't
Very
think.
excellent weight
I
there.
think if I wanted to.
It'll come back.
You should do.
You
want
think
to
so?
Take your family skiing. Well, you should go up to a place where I went last weekend, the Edelweiss on Highway 50.
That's a nice
You
place.
can't beat it for
Now,
family
did you ever ski in places like this when you were learning to ski? Did you ski
Tahoe,
in these?
yeah.
Yeah, Tahoe. Yeah, this is right up there. Edelweiss Lodge. I don't know if it's still around.
We learned at Boreal and Bear.
God, it's got to be right there. This has got to be right there. And there's little Corby, little Heinrich, little
captain.
little captain.
What's my name?
Captain Corporal
Major
Punishment.
Major embarrassment.
Major embarrassment. Yeah. And so, but here's a good example of kids.
A fellow named Lutz Einetter, who runs a ski school, coaches them. A
I
very
think
pleasant
Edelweiss
chap,
was actually
and
a
devotes
skier.
most of his life
Back
to the
then, you wore your
benefit of
hats
these
back
youngsters.
around your ears.
Yeah,
Like a-
yeah, big gappers back then.
These children call themselves the Red Hornets.
Don't
You
mind
never
red.
saw such an attractive, enthusiastic group. Believe me, when these children grow up, we're really going to have some ski teams in this country.
Edelweiss Ski Club. There you go. See, and they used to have patches. Anybody have patches like? I guess maybe the
They're
ski
up
club has.
early and out
We
to
have
sea
bumper
like
stickers now.
endless.
I think. Look at these
The
kids.
last ski club I saw was the Fakawi tribe. Do you know?
I don't
This
know
Einetter,
that.
he's
No,
enthusiastic
no, I
about
don't.
youngsters,
Actually, the
works
Aspen
hard with
Valley
them,
Ski
makes
and
them work
Snowboard Club,
too,
I know.
and enjoy
Yeah, but that's
every
like more
minute
like
of it. That's
that's
the
like more
thing.
like a club.
Yeah, well, these guys are a club. They're learning to ski. Look at them. They've got their flying wedges. What do you do with those poles? What are they doing
You
with those
really should
poles?
see those children
You know, the
ski.
thing is, back then,
I
yeah, the
only wish
poles
I
were
could do
just
as
these
well.
It's like an anchor.
giant things that you had to swing around on. You know, what the heck do you
Children
do
like
with those
Baptist
things?
parents
appears
take
they're using
them
them as
skiing every
brakes.
weekend are plenty lucky.
Um,
I
they-
wish
sort
I
of how I
had a
ski.
chance
Those are
to
some
ski
tight
like that
gates
when I
there,
was their
too.
age.
and here they come down through the moguls. Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
I didn't know they had rap back then.
Bass in your face, not an 8-track, getting it good to the woods. So the people give you some of that reaction to the facts that I kick in a stick. In a stay around, point to the joint, put the booty down. Don't get to the roots, and giving it up, so turn it loose. Then again, I got a story that's harder than the hardcore course of the Holocaust. I'm talking about the ones still going on. I know where from that don't really done from the base motherland. The place of the drum, invaded by the whack, did it whack, it fooled the black, it left us faded.
Deer. What are they doing to this deer? You can't. That's like molesting a deer. Or
I've got a good story about a deer.
What are they feeding him? Marshmallows? or
They're
something?
feeding him to death.
You
That's what they're
can't-
doing.
can't
Killing
do
that.
that, you know. Okay, here we are in Steamboat Springs, and here in Steamboat, a true ski town. They've got a band on skis. I didn't see a tuba though. It's not really a band if you don't have a tuba. But they were on skis, marching on skis. Now we're going to see some. This is a
like
sport
the
that
redneck
this is a sport that used to happen actually around here. But
It is.
and if you want to ski, this is something you might want to do. You might want to try doing this if you want to ski. This is sort of a beginning skiing thing. When they first
You don't have to go downhill.
When you first get your skis, you're going to want to go out there and be dragged down the street by a horse and see there you go. That might.
Jack and his crew, the guys on the right to beat down for the brown. Man to the man, each one, so I teach one point to terrorize sisters and
Love doing this. It's good kid sport.
Is it a lasso?
Yeah, it's a spirit. You know, it's in case you. It's a little medieval, I think, but that's coming back.
That seems dangerous.
Yeah, it seems that way, but I think it's okay.
get drafted. Get drafted.
well, the first time out, you learn how to put the skis on, put your bindings on. Actually, I think our next piece, you know, it's a good, you brought up a good point. That was an excellent segue.
Thank you.
Major
Hassel.
You wonder how do you get to that point where you can be dragged down the street by a horse, and so this next piece is a piece that actually explains to us how we get started in skiing, and this is by the PSIA, and this is thanks to the Aspen Historical Society. This film is White Badge, and
PSI is the ski instructor.
yes, and they were a bit regimented back then. And one of the challenges is teaching people to ski, keeping it fun, and not getting too technical about it. And,
Right.
and the PSIA sort of has this way of making what is actually a pretty natural sport into something that's extremely intellectual.
Uh-huh.
And I think we're going to see some of that here. This was a training video, I think both for beginning skiers and for ski instructors too, and maybe people who wanted to become ski instructors.
Who knows
So
why?
this is thanks to the Aspen Historical Society, and we want everyone to please support the Historical Society and their ski films, and that's an expensive business running the Historical Society and maintaining all those archives that are important to the history of this community as well as the entire ski industry, because so much of the early history of the ski industry of the United States is right here in Aspen. So are we ready for
That was quite a
White Badge?
team of professional ski teachers demonstrate the American technique, which is generally accepted throughout the country. Paul Villar, Franconia and Sunapee. Bruce Fenn, Lake Placid. Paula Villar, Mittersill. Gary Fisher, Stowe. Rudy Kersteiner, Snow Ridge. Herbert Schneider, North Conway. And Kerr Sparks, Stowe. First things first. Learn to carry your skis in a neat manner. It not only works better, but keeps you from looking like an absolute beginner. Though there are many kinds of bindings, they all work basically the same. Be sure to use some type of strap to prevent losing the ski if the binding releases.
So one of the toughest things apparently is how to hold on to a ski pole. They're taking quite a bit of time on this. You know, yeah, this is a complicated move, and I think it's perhaps a little overanalyzed here. I like those white gloves though.
yeah.
Can't find those white.
We keep
those
looking for
white
the white
gloves.
badge.
I think the white badge is something you get when you become a ski instructor. Now,
So the first thing you got to do is learn to walk in your skis.
well, I think the first thing is learn how to put on your ski pole.
Well, after that's accomplished, then you're walking.
Then you're walking, and that's true. You know, walk, get used to this thing. You gotta
Of course, this gear is a little different than what we.
you know, lace up the back of your boots first. You know, yikes! How would you? I guess,
There's no poles.
I guess you could do that. Oh, we're back,
we are.
and we're doing a little star turn here. This helps you learn how to. God, it's going to be a while before these guys are ski touring, I think.
Yeah.
They're
They got
not.
great
They're a
outfits.
little pedestrian. Those are nice. Those nice red heart skis, though. Yeah. No more heart skis.
Did they do everything synchronized back then?
Yeah, that was sort of PSIA. It kind of comes out of that Austrian, Swiss.
They would've been
We
great, I
all
think.
do it together, all across the mountains. I guess. Yeah, sure.
Or
I wish maybe do the girls?
they still do,
Well, that's a good thing.
sort of. No, they
Oh,
all.
no,
they're all
really,
kinda
not
in
pretty
that
much. They're all
snowboarder
bagged out
style.
now. They're all bagged out now. So anyway, we learned how to fall down there, which it helps if you fall down just by sitting on your butt. That always helps. If you're going to fall, just sit down on your butt. That never really worked for me. When I fell, it was generally going about 50 or 60 miles an hour, and it was a
shoulder
yard
roll.
sail all the way 2,000 yard slider
Now,
down
skiing,
the.
learning to ski is like learning to fall, right? That's what you've always
That's
said.
right. In fact, that's what
Gotta
that's what
learn to
skiing
fall.
is falling. You are falling down the mountain. You're just controlling that fall with your boards.
So that's the next step is you learn how to fall, and then you learn what skiing is, which is falling.
Yes, and back in the old days, back in the days of say the white badge video, the way they taught you was just past this stage, they take you up something that you would never dream of skiing yourself and make you fall down it. So you got used to the fact you were falling. It was a little rough back then. Ski school was a little. It was a bit military back then. You know.
There's a few washouts.
Yeah. They tried to find out.
Those
Actually,
accountants in San Bernardino
that's
or
right. They tried to find out if you're going to be a skier or not, because skiers don't mind the man behind the curtain. Skiers, they wanted devout skiers, and you know what changed?
Like Christians?
What changed was they wanted people who were going to stick with it. Okay, they were going to come back, do it a lot, spend a lot of
the
money,
Jehovah's.
always. And I think what changed in the ski industry in somewhere about the time Vail Sucks opened is that they started going for everybody. Okay, everybody come up here and start skiing, and you ended up with a lot of people that ski 3 days a year, instead of those everybody skiing 30 days a year. What is this, the time tunnel? Ooh, oh no, we're going back to the time where before Vail.
Before John Wayne.
So.
John Wayne killed a lot of Indians.
Well, not
Not
really. Not really. It was more John Ford was killing the Indians. He was just following orders.
Sorry, I got you off track there a little bit.
No, that's okay.
Heinrich.
That's right.
There's a Lane girl.
No, I think
Hey, if anyone
I
out there
finished
works
the thought.
for Lang and we can get one of those new posters. Ours is sort of
Well,
it was in the box all year and then sort of.
well, we
got
do want
ripped
the
in.
soft inside girl.
Yeah, there she is.
There she is.
She's a little weathered, as you can tell.
Yeah. She's been around the ski shack a couple
E is
couple
actually-
laps, I think.
Christmas taped on.
Yeah. But it's a classic, and she, her. I don't know if you can see her. I'm thinking of her
Clasp?
buttons. Is what I was thinking of there. See,
She's
there-
got buckles.
She's got buckles. She's got
ski
old
buckles.
ski boot buckles there. I like that. You don't
Time-
see
Extreme
girls
close-up.
wearing those things anymore either. It's I don't know, but the whole thing's been going downhill since Vail opened, I think.
It'll come back around.
So our next, okay, so we learned how to put our ski poles on,
And to walk.
how to walk,
Sort of how to fall.
a little bit how to fall, how to herringbone, how to run straight,
How to do the boogaloo.
run straight. Now we still don't really know what to do with our poles and how. So I think right now we're going to look at some.
Skiing?
What to do with a ski pole, and also the equipment used to be much larger. Everything used to be much larger.
What's the problem?
I don't know. They're screaming.
Don't
coming
mind us.
from the
We're
control
fine.
room.
We are fine over here. Total
Everything's
control.
going good.
I can really
Okay.
control this.
Large equipment. Yeah, nowadays they got those little, those little teeny skis. Those little double tipped,
and
20 meters.
Maura's learning to ski, and they've got her on these things that are almost as wide as they are long. It's really easy. They have the GLM thing at like Highlands, and it's so true, folks.
Even
it's
the
so
CIA
true.
agrees.
It's so true. So
Keep getting a shot
let's
of me.
let's move on to
More
another part of So You'd Like to Ski by Dr. Frank Howard, who's a dentist that gave up dentistry to become a ski bum.
Ski filmmaker.
Ski filmmakers. Well, there's no greater
not
ski
much of a
bums.
difference.
No greater ski bums than ski filmmakers. So they actually figured out a way to spend a lot
It's
of
a
money.
Good opportunity if you have a ski
Spend
film.
a lot of other people's money making movies.
If you want us to watch your ski film on this show, you could send it to us.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll watch anything.
We'd like to. We keep asking people to do that, but they're I guess they're waiting to get it on
Channel 16.
Channel 16, which
waiting
is
to get it
now
on.
going to be Plum Aspen. You know, go figure that one out.
Well, what do you
Just
think they
waiting
say
to
when
get
they
it
said this
on.
was going to be grassroots?
Grassroots, it means something. This is so grassroots. What could be more grassroots than this?
Dirt.
You know,
Dirt,
could be
yeah,
more
dirt.
grassroots. That's
Louisville.
Yeah, but Louisville,
You know,
I don't even get
Kentucky.
that.
Want to watch some
Bluegrass.
film or what? You guys want
This
to?
could be. This is
We
grassroots.
need, we're ready to go. I think
I'm ready.
the audience wants
I'm
us to
so-
shut
okay,
up
let's
and,
let's
and
show
let's see
something.
some
They
more
could've
of
called
you'd
this
like.
under-
So you'd like to ski.
So,
One pole, but you'll probably want two. Most people do. But not a fellow I saw skiing at Sun Valley, though he got along very well with one. His father had taught him to ski that way when he was a small boy, and he's quite satisfied with the results.
Yeah, it is. This is,
anybody, the story of Snowshoe Thompson is one of the most amazing.
this is
you know,
kind. This is
ski
this
pioneer
is
stories.
this and the next section is sort of Snowshoe Thompson. This guy's
He's
at Sun
delivered
Valley.
mail on
Now this guy's like a local cowboy, local rancher at Sun Valley up there in Ketchum somewhere, and he still uses one of these things, you know.
Yeah.
And it
can
kind of
use
looks
that for
like
a lot of
it
things.
should be a torch or something there too. I don't know what else he's got. What the end of that thing's for goosing your sheep or something.
It's like a lightsaber.
And then there's these
Look at those
skis.
skis.
These those are like my skis.
They're like 200.
It's like Corby longboards. What you probably want to do is go. Here's a
some
brochure or
information.
something here. You want to
get
go
the
skiing.
911.
You get the 911. That's right. And
Probably
they're going now. Okay, now this is actually this is a volunteer ski patrol. It's National Ski Patrollers at Aspen, before there was a professional ski patrol in Aspen, and
Come back.
and they here they are in the old days in Aspen, probably about 1950, 50, sure,
1950.
1950. I can't see a darn
it's really-
thing though.
Yes, indeed. I love them. Fun. Nice. Life. Youth. Beautiful.
You're gonna want your high life. Oh, okay. So here we're at Aspen. Now, where do you think? Let's try to figure out where this is. I actually think it's in the dumps.
Dumps. That's what I would have said.
I think it is in the dumps.
That was back in the.
That was back in the day when there was endless powder in the dumps all day long. There was only 4 people skiing it, so.
Back when you could still find silver.
You know, there were days, of course, in 1950 where the only people on the mountain were the ski patrol and ski instructors. we're back. There we are.
Before I'm
There's the
active,
tuba. So that's a real band.
Winter Skull Parade.
Winter Skull Parade. These guys are, I don't know what
heck
they
are
were
those guys
pretending.
doing?
I don't know what they were doing. There's
was crazy
there's Guido,
That is Guido.
and there's the Wash, it's Lou Brothers or something there, and there's balloon people
The helium back there.
and local
Is that
labor
the old,
employed.
is that the pipe thing?
And there's the Kablunik dogs. That was probably Kablunik himself out there in
Nice.
front. And there's Lana Turner. For all you,
How can you tell?
are you kidding?
Look at that.
And
The
then
donkey.
we got a Shetland
miniature.
pony, and there's Bingo. I bet that's Bingo, huh? Barking at the pony.
No.
There's the Man from Mars.
Is what's his name going to be in here?
They had these things. You can get these on buttermilk now.
That's
And
great.
what was this, 1950?
A snow bike?
Except he kind of ran some trouble. There's Bingo again, running down, hassling the skiers.
Jackson
But
in here?
he's just, I don't know if you're going to see, there's this guy. This is back when, this guy, whoops, Invisible Man, Aluminum
Space
Foil
Man.
Man,
Yeah, it's Cy Coleman.
Cy Coleman. He was here back then. It's amazing.
Dogfight.
Amazing dogfight in Aspen. Okay, and so I think
He's still getting his balls
that's
up.
all we're doing with this one at this point.
So that was like a flashback sequence. Like, here's something you could do, and then they go show all the stuff, and then he's back in the shop, and they're like, okay, it's the door's that way. Go do it.
That
kinda
could,
like
that
what
could be
film
what's going on there. That's very good. And we kind of did it was a silent film mode there for us because we were yakking over it. We had
Like,
some kind of crazy music.
What?
VRN.
And here is the beer that brought you Winter Skull in the interest of promoting clean, wholesome sports. Miller High Life, the champagne of bottled beer, and fireside companion of the skiing fraternity.
Oh,
skiing fraternity.
oh, the skiing fraternity. Do we have that Miller bottle shot?
Lambda Bongda Lambda.
Do we have that Miller bottle shot?
There we are.
He's got a Miller bottle shot. There we go. Woo-hoo. This is our
Unofficial.
this is our sponsor, but we had to buy the beer.
And the cheese puff.
We pretty much sponsored Miller. And if you haven't had Miller in a long time, I understand why.
Who's this guy? It's the director.
It's the director.
doing?
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
I spent a lot of time watching.
We've got how much time? I think we're sitting pretty right here. 30 minutes. Okay, but we need.
So like, what a ski year we've had so far this year, huh? With the the post-Christmas dumpage,
this year.
California. With
This
well,
year
if
being
you're watching.
This year being 1949.
No, 2005.
Oh, that was 1950, so 1954 it is this year.
It's true because this show could easily play next year.
It could play for the whole idea of Ski Bum Theater
This show.
is that there will be
It's over there.
we're going to put it there. We're going to put it on the next. There's this little spacecraft unit that's going to go out and try to find these planets beyond Pluto, and we're putting the Ski Bum Theater on that
The SS Colin Powell.
and sending it off there to show that there is intelligent life on Earth.
What kind of format are we going to put?
And so it doesn't matter when somebody finds it. It may be centuries from now.
Be on a DV.
It'll be timeless, and people will want to come here.
Yeah. That's.
I'm a crevasse assessor.
I don't know.
Um,
We got more films though.
we
If
do
you
have
just
more
turn it
films.
in, you're watching.
Okay. Okay. So now
Look at
we've been looking at instructors, and what we're trying to learn how to ski here.
And from the patrollers. that
And
were
for the
teaching
patrol, we
us.
started watching some darn good skiing by patrollers. Because patrollers are always, functional skiers. They're not elegant skiers usually. They're extremely functional skiers. So when you come to a ski town, and the thing is that one of the big things about skiing, what makes skiing such a gas, is the nightlife.
That's true.
Okay, and you go to go to a nightclub or something like in Aspen, and there are these guys. It's where the ski instructors hang out. And then there's these guys, these kind of ho-dad dudes that aren't really ski instructors.
They're like ho-dads.
But they're like pretending like they're ski instructors. He's like, oh, I'll teach you how to ski. You know, why don't you come with me, sort of thing. So we want you, so if you want to ski, you're gonna want to watch out for these guys.
Yeah,
and here's a little film about one of those guys, actually here in Aspen in the '60s.
Cheesy.
Another area with dry, high mountain snow is Aspen, Colorado. 80 years of mining, fine arts, and skiing have left their colorful mark on this old, new mountain town. Mad Hatters have popped up in Aspen ever since the first sourdough made a silver strike. Today's Mad Hatters often masquerade as ski instructors who prefer to teach at evening sessions in a friendly place, if they can spot a likely pupil.
He's not just a softball field.
No, that was a great Fred Iselin. He's not just a softball field. And it was thanks to Fred.
Debonair.
And yes, so we should listen to some of this. You can listen to both of us at the same time.
Stand better, you know. You have to stand a little more.
He's teaching her how
Come
to ski.
closer to me, okay? Now you take your knees down a little bit. I mean, bend. Gee, you look so great.
Nowadays, you just ask for a cell phone.
You do it
Okay, this is more fun. Bends
this
the
is a
knees.
fantastic
business.
motion.
You know, I guarantee you that
You
somewhere
should
out
do
in
that
some
more.
bar after someone watches this,
Then you
someone
will be
try this.
okay. Just be there at 9
know,
o'clock in the morning.
Because I don't see
Show
So
this
you
now he's
more.
anymore, but I
now he's
think
going
it
to take her
could
skiing,
work,
and he shows up wearing this thing.
The fur.
Okay, now this should be her
This
first.
is your old hat.
This should be her first big clue. I know this is my old hat. We don't want to talk about that.
He lost his hat.
Yeah, it's somebody.
They are the highest.
Yeah. So he's Mr.
You see my pins? I have been around.
Did he say? What did he say?
You know, I wonder if back then.
Can you see my peens?
I heard peen. I heard the word
All
peen.
right. All right. So he's already in trouble, and he's wearing a fur coat. Guys, don't be doing this.
So,
Okay, he looks like Big Bird coming down the hill here. Oh dear, Fred. He was a funny guy. And
I mean, he's got her.
then
though.
he's trying
she's working
except
it
look how she skis.
perfectly.
Yeah, that might become an issue in the relationship here, I think.
She's gonna lead him,
Yeah.
and then he's
So-
found out.
Yeah, he's supposedly instructor dude, and oops. Oh well, yeah, but even the best do that.
It's okay. It's just bear.
Yeah, it's just a bear fur or something. What the heck kind of fur is that?
She's too much. Marvelous.
Nice, fairly modern clothes, I would say too. That kind of style's pretty much come back, and we're still going
Not
here.
really.
And
Look at those poles. Those poles are like 20 feet long.
Yeah, but she's doing nicely there. And so
He looks kind of like Bono.
he does.
It's like if Bono
So-
picked you up in a bar and tried to teach you to ski.
So Fred's convinced the next girl the next night that he's going to do something she can't possibly outdo him at, and that's climbing Mount Everest or something. So he's telling her this story, and he's pretty authentic. It's a nice rope he's got working there.
It's like
Look at those gloves, those mitts. Boy, those are
got
subarctic.
he's got rabbit
And
boots
he's got his oxygen, and he's a real Aspen mountaineer. He's going, oh my gosh. Okay, and what's the little do-rag he's wearing? What's that unit?
It's a diaper.
It's like, going, really? Really?
flashback, there you
That
go.
doesn't seem like that's possible, but okay.
Tell me about the hamburgers.
Okay, yeah. And then look out for the guy with the rope. Jeez. Okay. Okay, take that thing off. He's sort of it's sort of a Carl Reiner looking guy, you know. It's kind of a funny thing. Yeah, Fred. Fred was really the heart and soul. Now look, here we're dancing. This is some dancing the next night, and this is the way they used to. This is some dancing. That's the way blondes dance.
So good dance.
Let me tell you, it's yeah. Oh, and he's getting look out for those eyes.
We lost the.
It was a great Fred Iselin, and Fred was, of course, wrote that movie, and
So who saw that movie?
the great Roger Brown produced it. He was a great filmmaker, lived in Aspen. Now he's over in Gypsum, I think. That was for United Airlines.
So
And so it was an in-flight movie, and back then they'd actually set up a screen, you know.
Like roll out the thing and
Set up
pull
a
it down?
screen with a tripod and all the thing
And a
right in the
projector?
aisle, and a projector. They'd bring out the projector and they'd shoot. They'd roll a ski movie like that when you're flying around.
I don't think the Sky Marshals would let that happen.
No, that's it's.
Well, what do you
That
do
was
when the-
quaint.
you
That
gotta
was
pull all the shades down, I guess?
that was cool, and everybody watched the movie. Everybody wanted, and it was entertaining. It was good, funny,
smoke back in
funny,
those days,
and
too.
they were smoking. It'd be a cabin full of smoke, and drinking, martini after martini. I'm sure.
Flying was a whole different
It was.
experience
It was.
in the 60s. So where are we at in our Learn to Ski programming?
So,
Ski Bum Theater?
so I don't know. I'm not sure how much we've really learned how to ski here. We're kind of learning about skiing more than how to, I guess.
Well, when you're skiing, what do you need to know? When you say, hey, I think I'd like to ski.
So
You need to know how to stop, how to go forward, how to turn.
how to pick up girls in bars.
How to pick up girls in bars and, how to dress.
How to dress, and then I think
learned quite a
one
bit.
good thing is how do you.
Whoa, that's
Oh
that's
dear!
a mangy
Oh dear! Oh
Who's
dear!
letting keep the
Poor,
doors open over
poor
there?
Benji.
close
Benji's visiting and didn't expect to be abused right here in the studio. The one thing one thing is, how do you get to the slopes?
You drive.
You drive, and what do you drive in?
A station wagon.
A station wagon, a Buick station wagon,
Absolutely.
I believe is what you drive in. And
That's
so,
what I would.
indeed, the next film is Ski with Buick
They didn't have a lot of racks back then.
from 1963, and we've got we start off in all places in Michigan, I think, but we do make it to Lord help us, these poor people made it to Vail
In their wagon?
in their wagon, but then eventually they are redeemed by making it to Aspen Highlands. Back in the very beginning of Aspen Highlands, they stay at the Highlands Lodge and meet up with Stein, and boy, if that isn't the best it ever was. So let's take a look at Ski with Buick.
Sleep at the Ritz?
Northern Michigan, the Austrian influence is readily apparent. You can hear it in the music and see it in the alpine motif. The architecture, the flashy ski clothes, and the accents of the ski instructors create a musical comedy atmosphere at the outdoor dining areas. It's all a part of skiing.
Still
And this is all part of skiing. We don't all. Well, first of all, they kind of knocked off the accordion players.
No one ever
I don't think
waxes
there's. I don't think
anymore.
there's. I
Who
don't think
waxes?
you'd be arrested for playing an accordion now too.
When's the last time you waxed?
Last weekend. Every time.
Really?
Wax every time you go skiing, folks. It changes
The idea
You wax?
completely different.
You wax?
is indicated by the flags.
Okay, this is how to race. We're teaching kids how to race here. And then this is how the pros do it.
Done by some of the finest
This is how the best.
Follow
This is
me.
how the best there are ski around these.
Chevy trucks. Eisenhower?
No, Loveland. That was Loveland. Just skied last weekend.
Look up there.
Skied at Loveland last weekend. Anybody, if you haven't been to Loveland, everybody buzzes right through Loveland. Stop off, go skiing at Loveland. 4-hour flex pass, $38. It's an awesome little ski area. We got in a ton of skiing in 4 hours, and highest ski lift in the highest chairlift in the world. And it was a blast. We had a blast. Kids had a blast. Go skiing at Loveland. Great old style ski area.
Powder your face with sunshine.
That's up at the top of Vale. Here we are. This is the old Highlands Lodge before it burned down. Right there at the base of the mountain. And this was quite the experience. And there he is. There's the Stein himself. Yeah. And actually, Stein Ericksen Lodge has a lot of elements of the Highlands Lodge in it. Okay, this is the old top of Lodge here. And look at the run. This is what Broadway, I think it narrows out here on this. It used to be just a razor's edge. There's the whole run. That was Broadway right there. Back in the old days, it was just a track along the top there. There's Stein. Now, if you're going to learn to ski in the 60s, the epitome of learning to ski was to ski like Stein. And look what Stein does with his poles and upper body. If we get a chance here, he's really doing some nice jumping there. And he was always elegant over all terrain. But
Those are a great style.
yeah, and so actually Stein's kind of mellowing out here. He's not really doing a big counter rotation thing there that he was so famous for.
Swinging his arms around.
Swinging his arms around. He's actually skiing like a normal person here.
Carrying the tray.
Yeah, but when he was teaching, he used to tell you, he was trying to get some counter rotation going there. But oh, nice. And it popped right up out of it.
Even the pros fall.
Yeah. And here we are going back down Broadway there again. There we go.
TV or?
I don't. That was.
What is that?
I don't know. Are we?
Are we?
There
Are we still here?
Woo! That was quite a dream, Stein. That was. Woo! What's,
you know the.
I don't know what Stein was doing back there in his Buick, but
The climax of the dream was that he drove away in a Buick.
There's nothing better than driving a Buick, and I know that because
by himself.
My God, I have a Buick. So that was
like a supercharger.
That was quite a little ski trip that Stein was on there.
Why would Buick make a ski film?
To sell Buicks, probably. No, I think there was this big market for.
Ski wagon.
Yeah, so the ski wagons, the original SUV was a Buick station wagon. You know?
Yep.
So
It just took him a while to put
actually,
him on.
I suppose a Jeep was, but
It's coughing in my ear. I am. I'm sorry. Okay.
yeah,
How much time have we got left? We've
So
probably got
how much
another
time we
couple
got?
Clips here?
10 minutes. That's perfect. 8 minutes. Okay, so we got to zip right along here. Throw the next one in. We maybe not watch the whole thing. This is now once you learn how to ski, then you're going to want to race.
Yeah.
Okay, and here's some here's some stuff. Am I up? Yeah, you are. Okay, this is from the Harriman Downhill in Sun Valley, which was the premier downhill course in North America for a long time. This was America's race, and all the great ski racers from all over the world would come to challenge the Harriman Downhill at Sun Valley. And here they are. This is probably in the just after the war.
40s?
I'm going to go with late 40s on this. Okay, and let's watch some of this.
I'm proud of what I am. Poems I speak are plugged too tight. Please, oh please, let plug to be himself, not what you read, alright? Right is wrong when hype is written on the soul, they lie that. Style is surely our own thing, not the false disguise of showbiz. They lie solely from the soul, and in fact I can't deny. Strictly from the Dan called Stucky, and from me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
So that fellow was from Aspen. And you notice how he completely crashed, and that wasn't that big a deal because he just got right back up. Of course, the skis did not come off your feet unless you broke them into multiple pieces. And there's Dick Buick. Speaking of Buicks, that was a great California ski racer. Dick Buick right there on that ski lift.
How'd you know that?
Yeah, I am the Heinrich.
This guy's a genius. Dick Buick.
And
what a name.
yeah, Dick Buick. Isn't that a great name? That he could have been.
Big Dick Buick.
It's more.
It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I. It's just me, myself, and I.
Okay. All right. No problem, folks.
Now, you probably don't want to have that kind of fall the first day
Watch
out.
out for this guy. Oh, ouch. Now you'd think that would hurt and you'd be, the race would be over. No. No, we're just going to finish off and probably
shake the goggles
probably
off.
place, in this race.
Yeah, there's no holes in this race. I mean,
There's like one gate.
Is that a gate up there?
There's a gate at the top of the hill, at the top of,
There it is.
what is this,
Yeah,
Limelight,
you're in
I
a
think.
bad spot.
We do need to get the last one in. There's some great crashes here, but we do want to see one last piece. And this last film is going to be, the last film we have is we're going to take a great leap forward. And what if you would not like to ski? Then you're.
Well, this is before snowboarding.
Before snowboarding, and even after snowboarding, if you don't want to ski, don't be
You
snowboarding.
certainly don't want to snowboard.
So,
who would have thought skiing was actually
what seems like would be a lot easier than skiing, and indeed Midwesterners do this, so it must be easier than skiing. Is roll it.
Well,
Is snowmobiling. So let's try some snowmobiling. This is a big leap forward. This is from Ski Movie, Matchstick Productions.
It's a dart.
And it is. Well, you can drive a fast car. That's easier. Are we up?
Most ski resorts don't offer drag racing as an alternative. But they do. Wow, look at that.
Helicopter jump. Okay, so this is from Ski Movie, Matchstick Productions. Guys over in Crested, Butte, Steve Winter, Murray Wayes, Scott Gaffney, and so they're out. This is great. And if you have a chance to see Matchstick Productions ever when they're coming to town, get a chance to watch them. Because these guys are. This is a great ski movie. This is one of the great modern ski movies. Yeah. Darn. Oh, wait, about this one.
Oh my Lord.
Burst into flames. So maybe you'd rather ski than do this. I don't know. This is, oh my gosh.
It's a rental.
Oh my gosh.
If you're in a resort and you don't want to learn to ski.
Yeah, but one thing about skiing is you generally don't burst into flames.
So we got to go, and we have the skier's prayer here.
We got the skier's prayer, and this probably goes along with the snowmobiler's prayer.
We don't really like the skier's prayer, but it's sort of a tradition.
I like it. Don't I like it? I think our Father who art in heavenly valley, hallowed be our game. Thy snowfalls come, thy slopes be fun. At Vale sucks as they are in Maine. And
give us our daily passes,
and forgive us for our off-piste trespasses. As we forgive those who trespass in lift lines, lead us not into temptation.
And Father